Another gorgeous day on the ice. It was about 0 degrees when we showed up. It was very, very, very cold, but the Lord's kept the wind off of us, so it's really not that bad. Let's see, I've landed 2 fish. One was a keeper, one was about 12 inches. Wesley's been hit. I've been hit twice and lost 2. Rick's lost 1. We've got Isaiah and a few people in the hut, and then this random person and the people behind him in the Eskimo are letting us enjoy their country western music. It's a blessing. But anyway, pretty good day. It's finally just warm enough to pull my phone out of my pocket. It was too cold before. Go now, go now, go now, go now. That'd been awesome. We have since lost more fish, and we've caught 1. We're not very good at fishing today.
2.
2?
Hinton pulled that. 14.
Oh yeah, I guess we got 2. What was I gonna say? Oh, but it's not cold anymore. The sun came out. It's really nice, and it's not windy. But there are a lot of huts out here today. We've moved to a different spot. And the jawjacker caught another fish. So I'm vindicated. That thing has caught 4 fish out of the, I don't know how many it's caught today. A lot. Nice, Isaiah. Nice rainbow. We're headed home. Well, I'm headed home. I don't know where they're going. They're going that way, but we need to go that way. Oh, they figured it out. Later. We didn't do too bad. Isaiah caught 1 right there at the end. You barely got to see that. And I caught 2. Wesley caught 1. Rick caught 1. We didn't do too bad. Everybody at least got a chance to hook up. And if they lost it, it was their own fault. Actually, one of them was Wesley's fault, but that's okay. I lost 1 on his pull later, so we're even. Next time. Are you done? Are you done, Magnum? I'm going to show you how to cook this trout, not because I'm an expert, but because once in a while I get people who ask me how I cook the fish that I eat. When they're bigger fish like this, I bake them in the oven, and so I'll show you what I do for that. And basically, you can duplicate this same recipe, but throw the fish on a grill, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But you can duplicate it if your fish is too big to go into the oven or you don't have a pan big enough. Just wrap it in foil, throw it on the grill, and basically do the same recipe. I like it to be very simple, and so butter, lemon, a little bit of seasoning just for some salt. That really just keeps it from sticking to the pan or the foil. And then of course our fish. You can put, some people, and I've done it before, they like to line the inside with bacon. I've seen people put onions in there. That's fine. The bacon does get rid of the fishy flavor, but I like the way trout tastes, and so I want fishy flavor. The oven is warming up. It's just at 350 for a fish this size, which this was a 18.5-inch trout. For a fish this size, I will do about 12 minutes on each side, and I'll throw it on the pan and then kind of wrap the foil around it. I won't really seal it tight with the foil. You'll see that as we go. That just does not really do anything for flavor, just to try to keep the foil from sticking too much. just going to take this and do the inside. Drip it in there very well. Drip it all over the sides. I don't want super lemony trout, so half a lemon is fine. The lemon extract things are fine as well for this. And you can see I just spilled most of the lemon juice out. That's fine. The flavor will get there. The shaker, and there's really not much as far as a recipe, just some seasoning. It will absorb a little bit through the skin, so you can do both sides. Butter. Just gonna slice it. I know I stepped out of camera range, just deal with it for a minute. Okay, so I've just got slices, and those are just gonna go inside the fish, and they'll just melt as it cooks. And when I flip it, that butter will run to both sides of the fish. And that's it. And then I'm just going to take this, wrap it loosely so it can breathe a little bit. Then it's going straight into the oven. And I'm going to try to remember how to do the timer on. Buttons. Alright, we'll start at 12. 12 and 12. And when I flip it the second time, after that has cooked, so the second 12 minutes, I'll actually open it up and check the meat and see. And if it hasn't quite cooked all the way, you don't have to flip it again, just throw it back in for a couple minutes. But I'll show you what the meat should look like when it's done, how it's supposed to flake off. Don't overcook fish. That's the biggest pet peeve of mine when you eat dry fish, and it's just because it's overcooked. People eat raw fish all the time and they're fine, and you can feel however you want about that. I'm just telling you, don't overcook the fish. It doesn't take much to cook a trout. So you can duplicate this same thing I just did. Put bacon, put onions, put chives, put whatever you want in there, and throw it on the grill. Just wrap it in foil, throw it on the grill, and just watch your temperature. Keep your temperature about 350. And a lot of times I will actually put it in the grill and put it up on the cooling rack and let it cook like an oven up there. Same recipe, same process, just flip it, watch your timer, flip it, check it, see if it's done. Super simple, and it's really not rocket science. You just kind of play each one by ear. And maybe someday, if I catch some smaller fish, I'll show you how I like to fry them and put the butter sauce on them and all that. That's pretty good too. But these bigger fish, this is how I cook them. That's it. I'll show you when we're done with the fish. It's done. Timer off. Make sure you push the timer off, not bake off. I've done that before. Okay, I'll show you how to flip this real quick. You would think it'd be easy, and if you're not careful, it will burn the fire out of you. Okay, so this is what our fish is looking like. It's looking pretty good, actually. It's gotten a little whiter instead of that bright pink color the meat was. That's fine. So we're gonna flip it. You see how it's in its juices. Nice and moist. Flip it back up. Just like that. Boom, another 12 minutes. William, I'm filming. And go. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. He loves fish, he just doesn't know it yet. Alright, so it's cooked for 24 minutes. It's rather hot, and it looks perfect. Now, I like to peel the meat on the fish. Just put the actual fillets or the broken off meat, whatever, on a plate, so I don't have to deal with bones. I hate picking out bones while trying to eat fish, because then your fish is cold. And I thought it was recording, and it was not recording, but you take the skin. I usually just take a fork right down the spine here and break this skin, just like so. And then get under the skin, and it'll just peel right off. You got this little dorsal fin down here. It just pulls straight out with all the bones, all those bones. And there's a line right here that you just follow down. You don't have to, but I like to. And then this meat comes off this way. And if it's cooked well enough, the meat comes straight off the bones, just like that, piece of cake. If it's not cooked enough, a lot of times it won't flake off the bones. It'll take bones with it. You won't be able to get it off the bones. It's a pain. But it is hot. Anyway, that's my baked trout recipe. You got this dorsal fin here. Slide that out with the bones. A lot of times this side you can do it without breaking the bones off. If you just pay attention and watch slowly, you can see if you break any bones off. And there's no surprises, especially if you're serving to kids, little kids. Boom. Deboned. Deboned. And then you just gotta get the skin off the back side. And that's all the meat you get from a 18-inch trout. It's quite a bit. Jamie and I might be able to eat that much. Anyway, hope you've been able to learn something, and go catch some fish and bake it and cook it. And don't tell me if you don't like my recipe, because, well, they don't really care. I like it.